And maybe that is something you should think about. What would their real life, like, normal jobs be if they didn't live in a literal apocalypse, you know? I think Abyss Watchers, there would be a sorority. I mean, what's the guy version of a sorority? Brotherity. They would be in a brotherity, and they would like that. And they would be a little bit difficult because they often get mixed up with each other, but it would be worth it. Yeah, he spins and he's very I imagine that must be really uncomfortable when he scratches his small sword or both, I don't know, on the floor and it makes sparks. That must go like into his joints. You know what I mean? Like when you scratch your fork on a plate, that's kind of what he's doing, but he's doing it with his sword. So that's crazy. And he's in a brotherity? I don't know. It's not good for the sword's edge. That's okay, that's like 100 of them. Some of them take care of the blades and they have an apprenticeship in blacksmithing. I mean, not all of them can be exactly the same strength, right? They have to have different characteristics. Otherwise, they're all gonna have... What's it called when twins develop a complex? Or quadruplets. Or quintuplets. The merry quintuplets. And because they feel like they're too similar to each other. Identity. Complex. Yeah, I made that up. Anyways, if I was in the brorority of Abyss Watchers, I think I would take care of... therapy. I'd be the therapist. And then I would go like, bro, just tell me no. Let me know what you're feeling, bro. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. I feel like we're all the same, you know? I feel like I don't have my own spark. And we're like, no, bro. What's your name again? No, no, you're completely different from the others. Don't worry about it. The others have nothing on you. And then I'll say, don't worry about it. Just take this. And then I say, this is antidepressants, but in reality, they're just like breath mints. And then I say, well, and then he's like, oh, these are weirdly minty. And I say, yeah, Google it. The thing is, like, often when you say something with enough confidence and then you add, just Google it, they will believe you to the point where they won't Google it. So then you just have to say, yeah, don't worry about it. It's just, they redid the formula because people didn't like the original ones. But yeah, you don't have to put them in, you know, like, leave them in your mouth. You just gulp them down and then you'll be happy. And then they take them. And then the placebo effect, because they're in a brorority, the placebo effect's pretty high. You should Google that. Actually, it's actually one of those like fun facts. Sororities and brororities have really high placebo effects for some reason. Scientists don't really know why, but you can Google it. And then die. How dare you dodge my spell? That's why Jessica left you. And then he eats the placebo medicine. And then he placebos himself. And then he comes back and he's like, oh my god, you're the best. And then I say, and then we do a 1-2 switch from Nintendo. And then I actually start trauma dumping. And then I tell my bro from my brorority and I say, man, I'm so happy that you're feeling better again. But... you know, there's been something on my mind. Sometimes I feel like my services aren't really appreciated. And I know that we're a brorority and everyone does everything, you know, but I feel like I have to really carry the mental fortitude for all these 50... I don't know how many there are. I don't keep count. He says in character. And I just feel like it's kind of unfair, honestly, because like... oh god. Because that's a lot of stress to put on a man, you know? And then his bro says, well, yeah, but I mean, you wanted this job. And then he says, yeah, I did want to originally, but just because you think something is good for you in the beginning doesn't mean that if you change your mind, that can be held against you. And he's like, yeah, but you fought all these other bros and everyone else wanted to be the therapist, but you said, no, I really want to be the therapist. And I remember I told you, don't do it. It's going to be a mental strain on you. And then I can't do it right now. I can't method act because my throat hurts. But he starts shouting. And he says, just because... I'm not saying that I don't want anymore. All I want is a little bit more understanding. A little bit more support. Maybe, you know, maybe you could ask me for a chance. How are you feeling? But no, it's always, bro, I need help. Bro, I need help. No one ever asks how I am. And then this other one goes, oh, okay, I have the right thing for you. And then he gives him the breath mints back. But it's been so long since therapist bro gave him the breath mints, so he doesn't even remember there was a placebo and was actually real. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm fine. Oops. And he doesn't even remember that part. And then he takes the breath mints. And then he feels all better. And that's what they call a catch-22. Because they're all 22 years old. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. It was really important for me to get this story out there. They should make a movie about it.